Welcome back, everybody. We're back working on the KA for the Frontier. We'll just be getting into it. I'm going to start by clearancing that intake out so we can actually fit it and get that side of the motor wrapped up. And we'll see what happens. Now we got the clearance to actually bolt this thing on flush. So we're gonna do that now. I'm going to attempt to do a small bead of blue RTV around this water port, just in case. Just the tiniest bit. Cakey. Okay. Now we need intake. Woo! Just throw these on just to hold it in place. Don't mind me just putting my time lapse on the wrong setting, so it's going to be lower quality and the wrong size compared to everything else. We're still learning here, we're still learning. Sounds right. Sounds right. So that, I'm not going to tighten all the way until that RTV completely seals or hardens. Now we can do these couple of guys. 19. Sounds right. Switch. Ouch. Alright. Now we're going to put on the intake little support bracket. That'll work. Rogue delivery. looking for a soda or pop for my Midwesterners, or a energy drink replacement, check Rogue out. I mean, use my code 10% off. We love Rogue over here on the channel, so try it. Alright, no better time than to start putting the distributor back together. Got it all cleaned out. I'm waiting on an O-ring set so I can put a new O-ring in the bottom. Wrong.
Sounds right.
Easiest way to take that screw in and out is to put it back in the motor and have it be held in place by the oil pump. One. Past Noah thought this would look really cool polished fuel rail, and then gave up, and now current Noah has to deal with polishing compound down in nooks and crannies. Think about what you're going to do before you do things. Save you a lot of time. Just thought of this. Like, this little part down here is like impossible to get into. So I thought, let's grab some paracord and you can just kind of work it around these little areas that are really hard to get a brush into, and it contours to it because it's rope. And look at that. Almost there. A little bit left, but wild. Tip of the day. A little other spots. Much better. Wow.
Bam.
More things for the paint pile. Paint it all.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
Waiting on all paint and everything to come in so I can paint the engine bay while it's out. Should be pretty nice when it's done. Sprayed the battery little perch that was rusted with some rust reformer. Hopefully that'll keep it alive. Okay, so here, basically just starting to go and take any bolts, brackets out of the way that are going to be in the way of paint, just to make it a little easier to get stuff out of the way.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
Also doing a little bit of cleanup on, after I pressure washed, there was still stuff behind that was hidden behind all the wiring harness, all that. So I'm just going through with a little Scotch pad and kind of adding a little tooth and cleaning at the same time just to get the paint to stick. Also pulling the wiper shroud, little cowl piece out of the way. That way I can paint past it, so there will be no white in the engine bay when I'm done.
Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe. Sound stripe.
Yeah, so here I am just kind of wrapping things up in some aluminum foil. It's just a quick way to wrap things up without the tediousness of using tape, and it, it's relatively cheap and it conforms to what you're trying to mask off. It's just a little quick way to block off. Granted, there is overspray that I got on most of this stuff, but it's not going to be too big of an issue.
Sound stripe.
If you try this at home, results may vary. We are doing a garage respray of this engine bay. The cheap, the quick way. There's some things that are probably going to get oversprayed, and I'll end up taping those off later and just hosing them down black, so I don't have to worry about it. But we are going silver. And it should be pretty decent, hopefully. If not, it's fine. So you'll see me here first doing the first engine bay base coat of silver. Not wearing a mask, probably the dumbest thing I've done today. So yeah, put on your PPE, kids. It'll save some brain cells for you. Base coat's relatively even, so we're going to be switching over to the glitter clear, and gonna make a mess. So, this is me spraying with the silver flake clear, and then I'm gonna do a 2-part with like the hardener that releases into the can clear afterwards. I did 2 coats of the glitter, and then I ended up doing 4 coats of the clear at the end. And right now it doesn't look like much is happening, but once you see the final part of it, it actually is pretty good looking. Alright, it's turned out pretty decent. There's a little overspray on some things, but I'll clean that up once everything fully cures and hardens. Now, camera doesn't really pick up color too much, so you get some light on it. Turned out pretty decent. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode on the Frontier build. It's trucking along. It's gonna be start wrapping up here pretty quick to get that motor back in. Just gotta do a couple little more touch-up paint, and engine should be ready to go back in pretty soon. But if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I am pretty new here, but got plenty of other stuff to do in the future, so hopefully you'll stick around. Appreciate y'all. Take it easy.